Hello, welcome back. Do you know what this is? This is a diary from the year of 2003. So this is a diary of my first year living in England. As you know, when I moved to England, I didn't speak any English at all. I didn't know anything. I had never studied English before. And I was 15 years old, which means it's a really terrible age to move abroad and to learn another language when you are a teenager. You know, teenagers are people struggling to find themselves, to find a place in the world, to understand their purpose, to understand who they are and what they're supposed to do. And when you have to figure that out and learn another language at the same time and face some serious bullying, it's probably not the best experience, but also it's extremely life-changing. And I wouldn't change it for the world. You know, I wouldn't have changed what I lived through in England for the first year. And this is proof of everything. This is proof that you can do it too. That obviously if you're older than 15 and you live in Brazil or in whatever country you live in, I always talk about Brazil because I'm Brazilian, it's going to be harder to learn because you probably don't have contact with the language every day. Although you should. We have talked about that already. But still, guys, it's possible. Everything is possible if you are willing to work hard. Don't expect people to do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. As I was going through this last night, going through is checking, reading. You know, sometimes you have a lot of emails in your inbox, so you have to go through them. Yeah. And I found something really special. I found a letter here from my South African friend. She was actually my only friend at school. She was the only black kid in the school, and I was the only foreigner in the school except for my brother. So together we decided to join forces and beat bullying and be friends. Hold hands and walk through it. And that's what we did. I loved this girl. Her name was Michelle. Her name is Michelle, in fact. And she was this incredibly hard-working person. Really, she was very fragile. You know, she had a really terrible bullying experience because of her color. I don't know exactly what people said to her because this was the beginning of my journey in England. I couldn't speak English. I had no idea what people were saying to her, but I knew that she cried and I knew that people laughed, and I knew that one day she came to school and she had cut all her hair off, and she had beautiful hair, braided hair. You know when black people have these tiny little braids in their hair that looks awesome? She actually braided my hair. Yeah. And she came to school one day, she had cut it all off herself with scissors at home. She cut it all off. It was all gone. She was wearing a hat. You're not supposed to wear hats at school. So she handed a note to the teacher. The teacher read the note and said, okay. So Michelle continued wearing her hat. Then I went to talk to her about it. She wouldn't talk to me that day. She was very quiet. And I asked her what happened, and she showed me the hair. And I remember I cried. It makes me want to cry now when I think about it. It's not nice, guys. People are mean in this world. Anyway, I found this letter from Michelle. Michelle left school after about 2 months that I had started. She stopped going to school one day. I went to her house. She wasn't there. Her mom, I continued to go to her house. Her mom wouldn't let me in, and she wouldn't say where Michelle was. So I don't know what happened to my friend Michelle, but I know she suffered a lot. And she wrote me this letter one day. It was May 21st, 2003, and I received this letter from her. Now, think about it, guys. I arrived in England in December 2002. So this is May 2003, and I still couldn't speak English, okay? I received this letter, and I remember that I understood a few things. I didn't understand the actual letter, and I never read it again until last night, and it was so heartbreakingly beautiful. Let's have a look, shall we? Wednesday, 21st of May, 2003. Written by soft, beautiful hands. Words filled with love, kindness, sugar, spice, and everything nice. And being the great friend of the writer you are, you'll certainly feel all the loving effort that went into writing this lovely letter. Patricia, Patty, Pequena Duarte. Thank you for your friendship, for laughing at my not so funny jokes when no one else would laugh. Thank you for your honesty, for correcting me when I am wrong. That is beautiful. It's a beautiful quality that makes you unique. That makes you Patricia. My writing may not be pretty and I may not have fancy stickers, but my words are genuine and they come from the heart. Now this bit is really beautiful. I am sorry for acting like a very silly girl and telling people what some words in Portuguese mean. I used to tell Michelle some words in Portuguese, and one day she told one of the bullying people, one of the bullies, some of these words, and I was really sad. I wish I were like you and stand on my own and not want to please people all the time. Yeah, she wanted to please people because she suffered. She really wanted to be accepted. I really wanted to be accepted, but I didn't want to please people to be accepted. You made me realize that your true friends are the ones that were there for you right from the beginning. Thank you for being my true friend, Michelle. So, this is some letter, friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little bit more about how tough sometimes it is when you move abroad, and how difficult it is for people to learn English, how long it takes to learn English. It doesn't come easy. You have to be willing to work hard. Believe in yourself. You can do it. I did it, okay? Thanks for watching. Remember to like this video, share, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you very soon.